they'll be calling you a radical. So let's explain the nuclear disaster at Fukushima, Japan. No, let's talk about the nuclear disaster at Chernobyl. The two biggest in history? Oh yeah. Chernobyl, second biggest. Not now. So let's talk about this. Maybe I can borrow that wrecking ball and smash the media in their fucking head and wake them up. Because they won't wake up. This is not a missile test gone back. This is a small nuclear reactor, Putin's own words. Stay with me. This is important. The media in the United States, let's all play pretend, kids. Let's pretend Fukushima didn't have, which they did. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody it was one meltdown. This is an SMR. This small nuclear developed right here in Utah. Now, who was in Russia the whole time? Developed in Utah, John Chemical Huntsman, billionaire. He's sitting next to Putin the whole time. He's the ambassador, right? This technology is a Utah technology funded SMR little nuclear reactors. The fucker blew up. I was just small in fact. This is a major nuclear meltdown. Way up on the White Sea. Now I talked to a guy in Finland last night, an activist that I know. I says, well, you guys would know. It's right next door. He says, oh boy, it's a disaster. I says, you picking up the readings? Yeah, we picked up the readings that day and we knew that it came, and here's how we can tell. In the readings you can tell if it came from a reactor core. There's certain tracer elements that came from a reactor core. And so did the one in that happened on Trump's inauguration day. My guess that was a bomb he popped off. But this is a meltdown. This is one of the greatest events in human history. And the media is not reporting it? How can they? Because this is the new science. Start down the old science that nuclear fallout kills you. When the country was anti-nuclear. We don't have Ted Koppel. We don't have Nightline. So this is real important. So the only reason you think, that's the one thing about the documentary HBO totally missed, is how we know about Chernobyl. How do we know about Chernobyl? One guy. Well, two guys. Igor and his friend, the investigative journalist. Igor talked his buddy into, he had a plane, and he talked his friend into flying in. He says, are you crazy? They'll kill us. Rumors were flying all over. This was days later. You got a plane, right? Yeah, let's just fly over in a helicopter and take pictures. Fuck, we can't do that, they'll kill us. Well, this is going to kill us, and we got to. We're investigative journalists, this is what we do. Fuck it, they do it. He flies over and takes those historic photographs, illegal as hell. You know, just defied all fucking, the powers there be, the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, the untouchables. You do know they're untouchables. They can do whatever the fuck. There's no laws for them. They can mass murder anything. No investigator. They're the untouchables. They can murder you and you all go along. Let's pretend that it didn't happen. Let's play pretend, kids, now. Let's pretend Fukushima didn't happen. Let's pretend this one didn't happen. So they fly over. He takes photographs. You know, he's old school. You know, this is before digital. How easy is it to do it now? Huh. Well, they'll shoot you when you try to get in. That's how easy it is. Look at me. They hire people. Think about it. I'm full of AML leukemia. I mean, I've got the whole field. I'm on coast to coast. I'm on every radio station in the world going crazy. I'm due to speak at Zuccotti Park. And what happens? In the fall of 11, I get a stomach ache. I've got AML de novo out of nowhere. I'm fucking given a death sentence. What a fucking story. Go in the bone marrow on 11/11/11. While I'm crooked, they hire PR firms to attack me. It took me a year and a half to... I was the only fucker on earth screaming, these are meltdowns. It took me a year and a half to convince everyone. I mean, now it's just, the frogs have been boiled nicely. So he puts them in his, you know, old school photography. None of them turned out. Why? Because the radiation fucked them all up. Except for one. He's like, we got it. He put it out into the fucking world. Because back then, investigative journalists and their sources used to print stuff. They would go with it. Not now. They're all on the winning fucking team. They're going to be the next celebrity. They could be the next fucking Rachel Maddow. They could be the next Chris Hedges on Czar T. They might even be the next Abby Mark. They could be the next Alex Jones if they play by the fucking rules. You know, they could be the next George Stopalopoulos fuckheadus. Fuck, what a freak show. You're going to marry a Prince Cinderella. You could be fucking win the lottery. You could be the next Damian Lillard. Come bash your fucking brains in at Weber State football and fucking let them kill you so they can sell you a fairy tale. You could play in the NFL. Yeah, right. You get a Nike shoe contract. You could win the lottery. You could be the next floor construction CEO. You might be president. Fuck. So there is none of that. So the media painted themselves in a corner. They wouldn't use the word Fukushima. So how are they going to report this when they say, well, you wouldn't? So the New York Times yesterday, which wouldn't speak the word Fukushima for years, has a quote in St. Petersburg from a guy, and he says, there's a mini Fukushima right in our backyard. I thought the Fukushima didn't exist, New York Times. Washington Post. Now, who owns the Washington Post? Jeff Bezos. Look up his real father. Nuclear physicist at Los Alamos charged with statutory fucking rape of his mother, so he stepped up. Here we go. All we hear is, oh, unknown. Hello. Yeah, okay, fuck you. All we hear is Radio Goo-Goo, Radio Gaga. There is no fucking Igor. So I'm in Vienna protesting the IAEA. Some two young men come over there and they're like, we're talking Igor. We're talking about this. When I'm protesting in front of the UN in their faces. And they says, well, you know, he's got a book out now. We went to it. We met him right here in Vienna, blah, 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 blah. So I'm walking over the bridge, over the Danube, back to fucking Stephengras, SIP, where I was staying, from the UN. The phone rings. I'm right over the top of the Danube. Right there where the road goes from Budapest to Vienna. Igor's dead. What the fuck are you talking? The same kid we were just talking about. He just got killed in the car wreck. No. You know, I'm the guy that announced that to the world. I'm the guy that announced that Frieda Meisenblau had freaking died. And, you know, a lot of people got mad at me, but let me tell you, Frieda Meisenblau planned that, not me. I didn't know she had cancer. At her house on the 200th anniversary of Waterloo. She drilled me, boy. She had cancer. She didn't tell anybody. She requested the meeting. You know, so we're relying on Russian journalists. Well, let me tell you what Putin does to Russian journalists. Ask Anna on his birthday. Remember when they caught the people trying to blow the building up, dead fucking red-handed? He just shot her in the fucking hallway, right in broad fucking daylight. He just murders them, locks them up, kills them. You know, we could be pussy riot. Yay, we're countercultures. Then they take pictures with Hillary Clinton and just get on the winning team. Well, when they go to you and say, well, you got two choices. We'll kill you, Epstein, or you fucking join the team. Well, he joined the team for a long time. Epstein, when he first went to prison, remember he said, why you do this? He says, I want to get dirt on all these fuckers and take them down. Now, he said that 20 years ago. They murdered him in a fucking prison cell. It's unarguable now. I mean, there's mainstream reporting. Media's reporting. You can hear screaming and yelling. The most guarded prisoners are one Trump and fucking Barr. I like Barr opening his big fucking mouth. Who's president of the United States? Not Hillary Clinton, fuckheads. Donald Trump. Whose fucking watch did he die on? Well, you know, there's reports of Trump fucking being at Epstein Island. You think Trump killed him? Probably. You know, it's just like, oh, you know, you're in a relationship. One's accusing the other of fucking cheating. It's always the one doing the accusing. Oh, if Trump fucking tweets fucking Clinton's killed him. Probably Trump fucking killed him. Trump's the biggest fucking Trojan horse rat who ever walked. Worst president in history? Yep. Second worst president, Obama? Yep. Third worst, fucking Bush, the fucking nuclear mad monsters who did this at fucking... This is the fucking second biggest nuclear meltdown in fucking history. It's not a weapons test fucking bomb. It was a small nuclear SMR funded here in Utah. New scale from hell. They're testing this exact same one at INL at Idaho National Lab right here, right now. And the fucking CEO, Jose floppy-eared fucking scumbag Rat Reyes, who I asked the Attorney General in Idaho of Utah, whose last name's Reyes, you related to him? Now you think about this, funded by Utah, all funded by Utah, these small nuclear reactors, the only place in the world, I asked the fucking Attorney General in the state of Utah, the most corrupt place in the world is here. Where's the FBI on fucking this corruption? fucking stealing money, Weber County out of fucking, I mean, if Dirty Herbert's the most corrupt governor in history. Well, who gave us to him? John Chemical Huntsman, sitting next to Putin. Who do you think they got this from? John Chemical Huntsman? Well, I'm going to find out. I want you to think about this. Ho Dynamic. What a club. What a shakedown. I asked the Attorney General, well, what about these little nuclear reactors? His name's Reg. I'm not related. Well, I don't know anything about those. What do you mean? You're the Attorney General of the United States, Utah. This was the Bear River Massacre, which Cox, Lieutenant Governor, got up and says, well, the reason the state of Utah for the first time is here, this was Utah territory when it happened. I interviewed him, you know, when he come down, I says, hey, don't air your ignorance in public. This was not Utah territory. It was Washington territory. It was never Utah territory. He says, that's not what we were told. We were told. Now think about this. These are your leaders. They're being led around. They're told. Selfish, ignorant people will elect selfish, ignorant leaders. So, there you have it. This is the greatest, I mean, this is a small nuclear reactor, which they're not small. They've advertised them. They can take the size of 3 major reactors and condense it into one small one and produce the same amount of energy. That's how they're being built. Because they're using weapons-grade fucking technology that can compress the leaner, cleaner, more deadly fucking nuclear reactors. Nuclear reactors and nuclear bombs is the exact same thing. Savannah River, Georgia, fucking the Fairy Tale Mox Fuel, fucking Floor, fucking GE, Chicago Bridge and Iron, Westinghouse, all fucking come tumbling fucking down. You bail them out. Status King Cuomo. When you talk to anybody in the mafia, go talk to anybody in the old days. What do you do for a living? Oh, I deal in waste. I deal in nuclear waste. We deal in waste. Oh boy. The greatest crime syndicate in human history, the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. By the way, the mob in Italy, you can look it up in 2012. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate tried to move back in there. They kneecapped him. Look it up. So this is an incredible nuclear disaster. How's the media going to report it? Because they painted themselves into a Fukushima corner. Can't report Fukushima, so how are they going to report this? We got no Igor. We got a bunch of fucking derelict cowards. So I call it black and yellow media. There is no Igor. Freddie's dead. Igor's dead. You got Kevin Blanch. They tried to make a sequel out of me. Stay tuned.